Have you ever started a project that was growing so fast that it was at risk of getting control? Hills Shire Pilot, it's one of those types of projects. There are a lot of moving parts, and trying to keep those harnessed in a creative environment where you're learning as you go, it's a really difficult thing to do. And over this last little period, we've been at risk of that whole process coming off track. But fortunately, I've been through this sort of startup process a lot of times before. So I've got a few tips and tricks that I use to keep that project on track. And one of them is a very detailed action plan. I'm particularly referring to the one that I've used recently, which is our annual action plan. When we started this latest round of funding for this financial year, I had an idea of what I wanted to achieve in that year. And that was the idea that was put and the goals that were put to the funding partner. Now, as we've got into it, the momentum in the project is far more rapid, and the drive of the community is much stronger and much faster than I could have predicted. And that change process is happening a lot quicker. And with a creative mind like mine, it is really easy to then head off in all sorts of tangents, and head down rabbit holes and explore new ideas. But that detailed action plan has been the stake in the ground that I've been able to keep coming back to make sure that we're staying on track. Now, does that stifle innovation? Does it actually force us down a track that may not be the ideal track for us? Well, no, it doesn't. It's how we use that plan and that stake in the ground to drive forward. Our ultimate goal is that we want to reach zero DFV in the community. Our interim goal is that 5-year vision, which is to ensure that respectful relationships are a cornerstone of life in the Hills Shire. And then our annual goals, we know at this stage, is about building community awareness and engagement and strategic stakeholder engagement. So it's those different layers of goals and visions of what we want to achieve that enables then to question the validity of our annual plan. Are those innovations actually getting us to those higher level goals, our 5-year and our ultimate vision, much quicker? Then we can adjust our annual plan, which is what we've been doing. But I tell you, having that annual plan in place has been critical because it's been able to force me to come out of some of those rabbit holes that I've headed down and make sure that we are still on track. I'm really happy to give you a copy of that annual plan. If you'd like a tool like that to use in your own planning, just leave a comment that you would like a copy, and I will get the link through to you. But always remember that annual action plan. Some people don't like to write them because it takes time, or they think it's a waste of time because it's going to be out of date before it's even necessarily written. But I tell you, it is vital in rapid changing environments.